Okay, so I'm not trying to give my boyfriend a bad name, but I'm going to. He is the type of person that kind of sits there very quietly and looks at everybody, doesn't really talk very much, and he kind of just tries to figure out what that person is thinking, how they react in situation. He basically analyzes everybody around him. And the quote today is, "People who make no noise are dangerous," by Marvel. And unfortunately, my boyfriend is a hothead, and he sits there and tries to analyze everybody to see how they react in situations, and if they disrespect him in any way, he attacks, basically. And so the three main topics that today I'm going to talk about is why some people sit there and analyze, the types of situations that have happened because of people analyze, and how is it bad that people just analyze everybody. And the first reason why people analyze is because they have low self-confidence. They try to figure out what do people have against them or what they have against that other person. So they basically try to figure out, how am I better than this person? What can I do in a situation if the person decides to attack, and stuff like that. And one situation where somebody was very quiet and would analyze everybody, what they said and did around them, is Columbine. The shooters were very quiet people. They kind of figured out the people that would disrespect them, and resulted with many people getting injured and killed because of the fact that they would sit there quietly and analyze which people were rude to them, and then decide to take actions against it. And the last point that I want to make is why it is bad, is because if you're sitting there analyzing what does this person have against you, you're not living your life to the fullest. You're not going out there having fun, trying to make new friends. You're basically sitting in your own shell, trying to figure out, is this person better than me? What do they have against me? And stuff like that. So it's not always the best to just sit there and be quiet and analyze and judge everybody. And that's why People Who Make No Noise Are Dangerous by Marvel, I agree with this, because it's not only dangerous to yourself, but it's also dangerous to other people if you decide to react in a situation as Columbine, the kids of Columbine did. And thank you. That was the only example I could think of, like, people being quiet and just like my boyfriend. Yeah, and I got
All right, Tracie, I like the opening example that you talked about. Your thesis, it becomes clear during the speech which point of view you're taking. I think we know pretty much from what you say how you're going at this, but I think you could be a little bit more definitive at the beginning. You do have a preview, but I didn't really hear that all of those points being developed. I heard one of them being developed pretty well and the others being a little underdeveloped. On the presentation issues, your voice projects well. There's pretty good variety. It sounded a little bit like you were rushing during the presentation. Your gestures are limited because you got both hands on the topic most of the time. Your facial expressions are animated. Your eye contact is kind of interesting because you have good eye contact with the sides of the room, and then you scan to the other side of the room. So it's like, I'm talking here, and then I'm talking here, and it's almost like a tennis match in the middle part of the room doesn't get included in the process. So you want to be a little bit more cognizant of that. At the beginning of the speech, you looked really uncertain because you had your legs crossed awkwardly, and you maybe a little defensive. Maybe your boyfriend should not see this, by the way, you know, so don't share with him. But once you got past the opening, you put your feet down on the ground, you talked to the audience pretty directly, and I thought that you look more confident then. Your exit was pretty clear at the end of the speech, so thank you. All right. Thank you.